Perfect. I think it's recording. Um, every once in a while it starts spazzing out, so if you notice that there are any jump cuts or random breaks from the episode you watched before to the one now, that is why. And that's a future update for everything, because my computer is a couple years old. While it can do what I want it to, and it records everything that I want it to, it might not always live up to its expectations in other regards, meaning I thought that the reason it was doing this stuff was just because it needed to update. So last night, or a couple of days ago, I had it update, and I was still having this issue. So I think I've deduced that the issue is not the update, it is the capture card needing to process the half an hour plus of stuff that I use. Gosh, dang it. But I just assumed that it would take a few minutes, and it works. I normally hit the edit button on the capture card just to make sure that everything's been processed, and then if it starts freaking out after that, I close the software and open it up again, which sucks because that takes minutes. My displeasure is not much, but I hate accidentally running into things because it wastes my time. Ooh, there's one. Like, I'm here for a show. I'm here to play a game and record it because I've been just playing games before and never really thought about recording. And then I started, and it was really cool because I'm recording the thing that I'm already doing for at least one other person to go watch. And when they watch it, and if they watch it, they hopefully get some enjoyment out of it. Yeah, this is all just for me. I mean, recording stuff has always, being a YouTuber and like an entertainer has always been something that I've wanted to do. Like a lot of people who just get into it are, yeah, one day I just wanted to start. So I picked up a controller, I picked up a camera, I picked up a blank, and decided, you know what? Today is the day. Today is the day where I do this. Son of a gun. Stop it. But they're like, today is the day. Today I will become popular on the internet. And I don't think I'm ever going to hit that level. Come on, run away, you dang squirrel. I don't think I'm ever going to hit the levels of super popular YouTubers, whether or not that's just because I have no editing software, whether or not that's just because I'm doing what a lot of people are doing and just sitting on the floor playing video games. I'm not funny, I can't be loud, I can't make a lot of jokes, but this is just something that I hope, if you're listening or watching, you can put on the background, because not much happens. It's mostly this. It's mostly going to be, oh, he's looking for something for the next 17 hours. Guess I better strap in and do some homework. The whole point of this is my first foray into recorded audio rather than just gameplay that I usually do. And I say usually because I have a decent chunk of stuff recorded, like the infamous, I think it was 15 episodes, of varying lengths, trying to keep it around half an hour a piece. But still, that's 7+ hours of gameplay that I just did, and I sprinted through it. I tried to go as fast as possible through the game because I wasn't doing a walkthrough. I wasn't doing a let's play because there was no audio. I was doing a long play. And people, I don't know if people wanted to watch that. I have no views on it, really, other than my own and one of my friends who started watching it and then stopped because they just, I think we both forgot that I had a YouTube channel. Thankfully, my mom reminded me that I actually have one, and I'm able to start getting the videos off of my computer because they are at least 5 gigs of video, and I think I have like 3 or 4 more videos just on my computer, so if I get rid of those, that's like another 10, 15, 20 gigs of storage that I get back, which is really nice because I need the storage. College makes you download so much stuff, and whatever I can keep as storage, I'm going to keep and use for videos so I can fill up my computer with them and put them on a timed upload schedule so I can delete them right away and repeat the process. I would love to record 5 or 6 videos in a row, in a day even, just, I got some W's, in a row and in a day, put them all on, and then call that a day of recording, and then come back the next day recording 5 or 6 videos, and then putting them on a schedule. That way I can have weeks of content recorded in advance, because I would really enjoy that. But the way college is going, that's not always the case. And I want to make sure I can get a lot of stuff recorded because I can't really do a lot of this while I'm at home. Because I have a family. Ooh, I got a second glowing one. But I have a family, like most people. And I have a little brother. And my house is not set up for me being able to play video games for hours at a time with a microphone, not be disrupted. My house is not really sectioned off like some people's. It is really open. You can hear someone like all the way upstairs from the basement, so 2 floors up from where you would be sitting and playing. You can hear them if you don't have anything going on, and I can't really tell my family to shut up and be quiet for hours on end because I'm trying to record a video. They're not normally gone for hours at a time, and if they are, it's always, hey, I'm going to be gone for like 30 minutes, and theoretically that would be enough time to set up a video. But they could come home early. We could have my little brother's friends come over and ring the doorbell. There are just too many distractions for me and for recording. And I need to sit down and just get a bunch recorded, because if I'm able to record 3, 4, 5 months down the road with 2 videos posted on a Saturday, 3 and 5 p.m. as I hope to do, that'd be awesome. But, oh, darn it. But if I'm gonna keep that consistent schedule, that is, 4 or 5 months down the line, because I have winter break coming up for college, so finals are gonna be picking up. I'm gonna be a lot more stressed with just everything that's going on, and my lights just flickered a little because the power of the building that I'm living in, power issues, so every once in a while everything just shuts off. So if that happens and it just goes black for a few seconds, It was on accident. I didn't do it on purpose. Yeah, if I can get 4 or 5 months of content done because finals are coming up, because I'm going to be home for a few weekends, I'm not going to be able to record a whole lot. That's going to be the plan. If I can get all of that done, because it's not 4 or 5 months, like 2 or 3 months at the most. Theoretically, it is 4 weeks in a month. So if I can get 4 times 2, like 8, if I can get 8 or 12 videos in the queue for everything that's coming up in a couple of weeks or a couple of months, then it's a plus, because I don't need to worry about recording. I can spend time with my family. I don't have to make any apologetic tweets, apologetic videos, any of that stuff. I can just continue on like I was never gone, and you'd never be the wiser. There is nothing better than a good drink of water. Because water is supposed to be there to help hydrate yourself, which is really good. But when you just get done working out, or it's a really hot day and you take that first sip of water, you can feel it travel through your body, and it is a fantastic feeling. Stay hydrated, drink water. That's, I guess, the message of this story. Aw, man. I just realized I forgot to change the title as I was recording. That's gonna mess with the computer. You know what? Steven can deal with it. It's fine. The computer changes the name of it anyway when I hit after you, like, if you accidentally download something, if you accidentally download something with the same name off the internet, or you name it something similar, it does a fancy thing where it's like, it's the first one, which I'll just have to change in post. It's as simple as like 3 clicks and then a few mouse keys, or a few keystrokes, but there's no issue. It's just going to be annoying. Ooh, another sheep. Alright, I got 8 more of these, and then we're down to the razor leaves. Razor leaves? Would that be correct? The plural of leaf? Or would it be razor? Leaf? I don't know. The razors. We're almost good with razors. Dang, I thought I was at 19 minutes. It's only at 13. That's crazy. It's nice because that means I have more time to grind, but I just looked at the clock and it's like 9:30. So, oh, nope. But I was like half expecting it to be almost done with the video. It's fine though. This is really my de-stress time, my time to get away from classes and be able to just relax for a little bit while trying to be entertaining and find the motivation to go back to doing schoolwork. I have a test this week, and the test is in the class that teaches you how to deal with savings account, or teaches you how to deal with loans in a very weird and roundabout way, and then asks you to find savings account information. This is a computer class. This is supposed to be teaching you how to do computer stuff. It's basically just a glorified math class, and it really sucks because the professor gives us so much homework. And you would think that with COVID being around, we would be able to maybe slide on some of the homework on some of the exams. No, that's not the case. He really wants us to make sure that we don't have an advantage over any other class just because of the circumstances. So it is just as hard, if not harder, than how it would be on a normal class, with or without Corona. I don't know, I don't like it. It's a hard class as is. It's mandatory, and he's the only one that teaches it. It's just a struggle bus. And it really puts a damper on my mood. I was with my family this past weekend, and I was mostly with my mom, and she said she could tell a difference from the Saturday where it was just me and her. We were at the Mall of America in Minnesota. It was amazing. I got a few things, added some playing cards to my collection, and just got a few odds and ends, stuff that interests me. I had money, and it was a mall, so naturally I'm gonna buy some stuff. I don't need it, but it was there, and it looked shiny, and so I picked it up. Anyway, I did all of that, and she could tell a difference from my mood on that Saturday and that Friday when I was away from school to the Sunday when I was coming back. And it was just a total, flip of a coin, because I have to get into school mode, and I have to find motivation, and I have to just deal with a lot of stuff because of my classes. Currently, I'm only in, I think 4 classes, and which means I should have plenty of time for all my other stuff, all my other classes, right, with this class. But no, it's not just a class thing, it's also motivation. I can't find the motivation for it because I've just been burnt out with all of the schoolwork that I've had to do. It is at least, or it was, since we're getting towards the end of the semester, it's a little different from how it was at the beginning, where it was 20 hours of homework a week, because he gave us 3 or 4 assignments a week that each took about 5+ hours to do. And it's just very annoying because I could do so much other things with that time, like focus on other classes. And at the beginning of the semester, I had 6 or 7 classes that I was dealing with because I front-loaded, and that was potentially a mistake. It's just been a very stressful time. It's been very hectic and very busy. And I don't know how I feel about it, because now that the semester has a month left of classes, there's about a week and a half before Thanksgiving break, which I'm going to hopefully have some videos in the backlog for that, so you guys don't need to worry. And then after that, it's 2 to 3 weeks of classes, with finals included, and then we're done. It's 4.5 to 5 weeks of classes left, including this week, and it's bonkers how the semester has gone by so fast, but it felt like it's taken forever. And I just don't have motivation anymore. I just don't have the want or the drive to finish. I blame me being burnt out, and I just hate it because I still have a month left month and a half left that I gotta get through. And then I gotta go home and not deal with school for a month. It is a very stressful time. It's very difficult. And if you are thinking, if for some reason you're watching this are gonna go to college. Like, not everybody does. It's okay. You have your whole life to figure out what you want to do. I had a crisis, so I looked up some jobs that you don't need a degree for, a college degree, 2-year, 3-year, 4-year, master's, doctorate, all those things. And there's a decent amount of them. As long as you're dedicated and you're a hard worker, you can find a job or two to get yourself living comfortably. If you don't want to go to college, you don't have to. We're pressured into it in a societal stance. And this is a very big tangent, but it's something to talk about, and it's constant communication. Maybe the algorithm will appreciate that more. I'm also looking at the sound, and it's peaking a lot in the red. I don't know if that's freaking out the audio, something I gotta listen to and then let Steven know. But you don't need a college degree to find a good job. I know somebody, not personally, me and him are on kind of a weird basis where I work at one place and he's like a food delivery guy. His junior year, he interned at Frito-Lay. His name's Jason. I don't know if this is ever going to get to him, but if it does, Jason, it's awesome. I'm the guy from the herd shop. But junior year of college, he interned at Frito-Lay. Never graduated. He's working there. He's been working there for years. It was back at a time where you could start full-time there at his age. I don't remember what it was. But he's one of the youngest guys in his, I don't know what it is, in his like group of work that has as much power as like some of the older people. And that's because he's been there. He's been working hard. And hard work will carry you a long way. Take a look at the McDonald's employee. Yes, they might be doing that just to have some spending money to hopefully get through their college degree. But look at the managers. They're probably just there because that's their job. That's the paycheck that they need to survive. And they haven't gone to college. Or they went to college, but it was just not for them, so they dropped out. Or they're going to college with McDonald's help just to work their way through the ranks and continue working with McDonald's. There are a lot of jobs that want you because you're a hard worker. And if you're able to, let's just say, work at McDonald's or Walmart or Target, and they're able and they're willing to help you get through college, they're only doing that so you stay with them. Meaning, you with your non-existent college degree is just as important as you with your college degree to them. But if you get the college degree, you go through schooling, you go through marketing, you go through whatever they want you to, or they say that they want you to, just so that they'll help you pay for it. That's just so that they can build you up to keep you. It's a really cool and very interesting situation, and it's one that I think is really cool. And it just reinforces the fact that you don't necessarily need a college degree. It's good, it helps, but you can find good jobs without it. And if you find a good job without it, and they really want you to excel in that job, they'll help you attain that degree. Take a look at electricians and carpenters and construction workers. They might not have college degrees, but they've been in the tech field. They had a mentor. They did everything that the mentor told them that they needed to do. In a sense, they were able to get all of the experience that they needed without the college degree. And now they're working independently or with a company that just allows them to get their paycheck and allows them to survive and to live. At where I live, the minimum wage is I think $7.25. There are a lot of jobs that don't offer it, like any starting wages that low, because then they wouldn't get workers. But Target just raised its minimum wage, or its like starting salary, up to $15 an hour. And I don't know about you, but $15 an hour for 40 hours, one, is a lot of money, but two, that's, okay, we're gonna do quick math. 400, and then 40 times 5, 200. So that is $600 a week without taxes, because I don't know how to calculate taxes. It's too much work and I don't have a calculator. But that's $600 a week. That's only if you're working the 40 hours. That's not if you're coming in a little early, you're leaving a little later, you're getting a little bit of overtime. Your boss sees that you're a good worker, so they're like, hey, I need you to stay for a couple more hours to get this project done. And then you multiply that 600 by 2, and that's $1,200 that you get every 2 weeks. Every pay period before tax, you get that $1,200. And if you're living with a roommate and you're paying rent, say rent is $500 per person. Depends on where you live. It could be higher, it could be lower, depending on who you live with. But let's just say it's $500. That is $700 for you to spend on yourself, to spend on food, gas, clothes, because you're going to be working somewhere that might require you to dress a certain way. But then that also gives you $700 to save, to put towards buying a new house, to put towards fixing your car, to put towards your health care. And that's just per 2 weeks. A lot of that stuff is a monthly payment, so you multiply that again for 4 weeks, and that is $2,400. $500 out of $2,400 leaves you with $1,900 left. Say you spend $200 on food a month. It could be more, it could be less. But that $200 worth of food makes your payment now $700 out of that $2,400. Meaning you still have $1,700 left. You put most of that into savings that you're not spending, and you start building your capital, you start building your money, and that's how you start saving, you start surviving. A lot of people don't save because they see their paycheck and they're like, that's awesome, I'm going to keep all of that and spend it on myself all right away. When in reality, that's not how it's supposed to work. Yes, you get more money, you get a salary if you get a college degree. And I'm not trying to knock the importance of getting a higher education to help move yourself up in the workforce, to help yourself be wanted by other companies and other prospecting jobs. But you don't necessarily need to fall into the trap of college. The reality of college is that it's a money hole. You give it thousands and thousands of dollars, and it gives you a piece of paper. There are a lot of very wealthy, very knowledgeable people that say, hey, college is a waste of time. And that's only because you can find and learn whatever you want for free on the internet. The internet is amazing. Anything that you don't have to pay for, other than like the internet subscription plan, is yours. It's free. You want to spend all day watching YouTube videos? You can, because it's free. You want to spend all day listening to music, playing flash games? You can. It's free. You want to spend all day reading maybe a couple years old of an old college textbook? It might not be up to date, but the concepts are the same because there's a lot of stuff that doesn't change, especially in engineering. You can. It's free. If you want to learn something and you have an internet connection or you have access to a library, you can, because it is free. This is just a long-winded way of saying college is important. I was expecting that to miss. College is important. It helps you learn, it teaches you how to learn, and gets you prepared for the real world. If you don't go to college, you're not stupid. You're not dumb. You're going to succeed in life. It might be a little more challenging. You might have to work a little harder, but you can do it. Your parents, bless their soul, brought you into this world. I don't know what their economic status is. I don't know if they went to college. I don't know if they became doctorates, masters, if they have a 7-figure paying job. All of that fun stuff. Your parents brought you into this world, and they want you to succeed. Most parents, I should preface. But if you work hard, no matter what you do, you'll be able to attain great things. It is an amazing opportunity to realize, hey, college might not be for me. Higher education might not be for me. But dang it, I can work really hard and really well at flipping burgers at McDonald's for $13 to $14 an hour for 7 days a week, meaning you're getting a little bit of overtime. I can do that perfectly fine. I have no struggles, and it is a fantastic experience for me. That is awesome. If it helps pay your bills and lets you do what you want without interfering with anything else that you're doing, awesome. Go for it. Do that. If you want a higher education because you really just want to get that engineering job, or you really just want to be a well-known graphic designer, go for it. The only one holding you back, it might be money, but the only real thing holding you back is yourself, is what you're willing to do. Because if you don't have the money, you can take out a loan. Yeah, it's spendy and scary if you don't know what's going on, but the internet, again, it's there for you. You can watch this video, you can take out a loan. You can learn all you need to know about money online. You might get conflicting information because there are different stories and different news articles and different studies that tell you different things. But it is your goal as a learner, as someone who's trying to understand and learn new things, is given all this conflicting information. What are you going to do with it? How are you going to process what it's saying? And how are you going to make an educated decision about what you're going to do with that information? I just got into a very long rant and very long sidebar. I've just been watching the microphone meter go up and peak and hit the red so many times. I don't know how it's going to sound, and that's terrifying. But it's okay because it's just part of the experience. On the microphone, it's not peaking at all. It's like hitting just the perfect amount, but I don't know if the recording software's level is too high or if it's too low, because I messed with it a little bit and I don't sound good if it's too low. I just don't know how to change things. I have a little notepad that tells me, hey, it should be here, but then I go down a little bit and it doesn't sound good. It's a very interesting time. The microphone is just fine, but not the software. I don't know how I feel about it. But I got on that little tirade, that little rant, that sidebar, that if somebody stumbles across this video and they're able to hear it without their ears exploding with the amount of level design that whatever I'm doing is doing, I hope it helps. I hope you take it to heart that the only one that you're going to be letting down if you go to college and you don't want to, or if you don't go to college but you really want to, is yourself. There was a man, I'm going to get this done. I don't know names because I heard about this a while ago. But there was a man who took a lot of last testaments from people who were dying because they were old age, they were in like hospice care. It was just a bunch of weird stuff. And they were passing away. And He was like, what is your biggest regret? And what is your the thing that you regret the most in life? What do you wish you would have done differently? And a lot of them said, I worked a job that I hated to impress people that I don't care about anymore. And that could be your parents, that could be your family, that could be your friends. We all do things to impress the people around us. But if you're going to do a job that you hate, go to school for a job that you hate, spend years doing something that you just do not like, it's pointless because you're not going to enjoy what you're doing. You're only going to do it because it pays well, or because you want to make sure that no one is mad at you, or you want to make sure that you can prove to mom and dad that you're not a screw-up. But if you hate what you're doing, years are going to feel like decades. Hours are going to feel like years, and so on and so forth. Just do what makes you happy as long as you are able to provide for yourself. I am not able to provide for myself doing YouTube videos because I get approximately 1 view a video, and I think I have 3 subscribers, and they are myself on a different account, one of my friends, and I think like a random person. Like, I have 3, and I think I know all 3 of them. But that's okay, because I'm doing other things that can help substitute for the money that I need, for the fulfillment that I need in other things. Do what makes you happy, as long as you can pay the bills doing something else. And if that means doing that dead-end job, or that job that you hate because it's a job that pays really well, then do that job. It's gonna suck. You might regret it, and you might wish that you could do something else. But that's okay, because if you're able to do that job for 8 hours a day, 5-6 days a week, whatever your schedule and your contract says, if you're able to do that, but then on your days off, or when you punch out, you're able to sit back on the couch, relax, watch TV, if you're able to go to the gym, if you're able to train for your marathon, if you're able to make the world's next piece of fantastic art, then do it. You might be stuck doing something that you hate for years, but then you're able to drop it because what you enjoy doing is now becoming profitable. People don't start off doing YouTube or becoming influencers or doing any of that stuff. They don't start off doing that, throwing all their eggs in one basket and throwing that basket over a cliff. What they do is they work a job that they might not like. They sell things that they might not need at the time. They do whatever they can in order to provide for themselves so that they are able to do what they enjoy and hopefully do it enough or do it well enough to finally drop that job that they hate, do what it is that they want full time, because they are now making money off of it. And if you like working in a diner, at a restaurant, in a store, if you enjoy doing that, then that's awesome. You are able to provide for yourself doing what you enjoy. As long as it pays your bills, that's good. That is all that you need to do. But don't let the stress and the fear of what other people are going to think, or the fear of letting somebody down because you're not doing what they want you to do, don't let that sit on your conscience and eat away at you. I just said so much stuff. I feel like I contradicted myself a few times, but I probably got to the end. It was like a roundabout, weird trail that eventually worked. I don't know. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching for the extra 10 plus minutes. I've not really been paying much attention to what I'm running into. I don't think I ran into a shiny, and if I did, I'm gonna cry. because if I ran into a shiny and killed it on accident because I got heated talking about future jobs, because this is something that I think about on the daily, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I'm going to school for the right thing. I don't know if I should drop out and just work at a Walmart or a Target. I have no idea if I should do any of this stuff. And like I said, the crisis that I had, it might have been midlife crisis. I don't know how old I'm going to live to. But the crisis that I had really gets me thinking about these things. And when I think about them, I go down a rabbit hole. And that rabbit hole can last hours or even days. It's very scary to think about. I still don't know what I want to do. I think I'm going to enjoy what I'm going to college for. I think I'm going to enjoy doing what I'm supposed to be doing with my degree. But what if I don't? What if I hate it? And what if I'm stuck doing a job that I hate? Because I spent 4 years and thousands of dollars. Oh man. But spent thousands of dollars on a degree that I just don't like or even don't use, and then I go back to college to get a degree that I might use. I don't know. This is the last thing I talk about before I head off. Like I said before in like one of the first few videos, this might just be therapy for me. This might just be me talking through my problems, figuring out what I want to do and what I don't want to do. Because there's really nothing to do on these long, shiny hunts. But there was some guy who spent, I think it was 55 years in college. I don't know much about his life. I don't know if he got married. I don't know if he had a job. I don't know if all of that money was just from, like, taken from loans, taken from grants, scholarships. But what I do know is that he spent, I think it said 55 years in college, in a higher education. He has like X amount of masters, doctorates, like different licenses because of what he went to school for. And it's just crazy to think about how he spent 55 years of his life in school. I don't know if it was in pursuit of knowledge, if he didn't know what he wanted to do, and he went up, got his degree, found a job, hated it, went back. Like I said, I didn't do much research. I just saw, like, I think it was formatted as a meme, and it just didn't, like, I don't know. But what I do know is I can see myself being that man. I don't know what I want to do. So I'm just going to go to college forever because I've been going to school. As of right now, it's been up to high school, 12th grade, kindergarten being one, so 13 years. And in my 3rd year of college. So I've been going to school for 16 years. Right? No, 15. Yeah, 16. 16-ish years. And that's crazy to me. I don't know what I would be doing if I wasn't in college. I don't know what a real life job is. I've had summer jobs where I've worked 40 plus hours a week and spent weekends, or spent my weekend of just 2 days off whenever they need me to have them off. And the time that I'm not working, just to get a really good feel about how the work is going to be. And I was making 1,000-ish a week, right? Because I was at, I think, 13 or 14 an hour for at least 40 hours a week. So 400, 5 to 600, somewhere in there. But every paycheck I was getting like over $1,000. And what my mom and I, or what my family was doing, was we would take half and put it in savings because I really, or like 75% of it, because I really didn't need all of that money because I was working a whole lot. And that's really good. That really opened my eyes to be like, whoa, I'm getting a lot of money. I don't think I need an actual job because, or I don't need to go to college anymore because I've been able to provide for myself. Granted, my family cooks a lot of food. I had so many of their meals. It was amazing. If I lived on my own, I'd have to cook my own stuff. I'm not a big person. Like, I'm not big into cooking food. I want to get into it, but I just haven't had a need to. Plus, I'm also not making a lot of money right now with everything that's going on. But I look at that and I'm thinking, I can provide for myself if I needed to. If, for some reason, I don't want to go to college and I just want a full-time job, for reason A to C, like, whatever the reason, if I just wanted to drop out and work and find a place to live, granted I'd have to do a lot of research because I don't know what living expenses are, I don't know how much money I would need in deposits. I have a lot of money in savings and checking. I'm able to provide for myself for X amount of months, or not months, X amount of weeks while I search for a job or while I search for someplace to live. I can provide for myself, and that can happen if I drop out. Like, I have the gumption to work 2 full-time jobs if I have to. Work 80 hours a week and maybe not sleep a lot, but be able to get up and do my job and do work, all of that fun stuff, to provide for myself while I move up the ranks and get raises here or there, and then be able to quit one of the jobs or move it down to part-time instead of 2 full-time for X amount of years. And then when I start getting enough raises and I start making enough at the one job, cutting the other one altogether. I've had a lot of thought about this, and it's been in my brain for weeks now because I need a lot of backup plans just in case I end up hating what I'm doing. And dropping out of college and moving away from my parents is one of the biggest things that I could do. It's one of the scariest things that I think anybody can do in a very simplistic way. Like, there are scarier things, like signing up to fight for the country. I don't think I could ever do that. I don't think I have the ability to do that. I know a few people who are in our armed forces and who are committed to keeping us safe, and that is amazing, and they have my utmost respect, as well as anyone else who does that, as well as anybody in, like, the emergency responders, policemen, firefighters, ambulance drivers. They are diving headfirst into danger every day to keep us safe, while their family might never know when they're going to see them again. And I think about that a lot. I don't know what I want to do. I couldn't do those jobs. I don't have the grit. I don't have the determination that they do each and every day. I don't know what I would do. But what I do know is I can find a job, as well as you. I don't know where you live. I don't know how your life is there. I don't know the unemployment rate. I don't know how fast they're trying to hire jobs. But here in North Dakota, you could go to any job. You can go to any town. Just drive up and down, like, the main street and realize that, hey, everywhere's hiring. Because there's just so much stuff being built, and they just don't have the people to work the jobs. So initially, you'd probably get the job as long as you're qualified. And it's just really cool. But yeah, I don't know. This just became a very big tangent and a very big me saying a lot of insecurities that I have. Me trying to make sense of it all. Take whatever I say as a grain of salt. Like, my brain is just going everywhere right now. Especially because I've been talking strong for like 20 minutes. 20 minutes after. I thought it was just going to be 10 more. It's 20. Like, what level am I? 20 more experience points. Okay, so at least one more battle. But after that hits, I'm gonna call her a video. This one became a tangent. This was a long conversation about future careers. Thanks for sticking with me if you were. I zoned out. Like, I was paying attention to the screen. I was making sure to run into the correct things, making sure I didn't knock out any monster that I'm not supposed to. See, knock off. Double hit is worse than scratch. It hits twice, so it's like just as good, if not better. But what about those ghost poison types like Gengar and Ghastly? Can't really do much to them, so I think knockoff is a good call for double hit. Plus it has 100% accuracy. I have like almost quintupled Mister's level since I started this. Yeah. How are my moves? Okay. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna save. Look at that, almost 5 hours. Haven't found a thing. But yeah, we're gonna call this a video. It's been 20 minutes past. I definitely like zoned out and just went on that rant. Dang. Okay, so I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned.